Hey guys, just wanted to hit you guys to the Here Come the Mummies.
Here Come the Mummies.
They are an amazing funk band. They dress like mummies to hide their identities. The legend goes that they're all under contract with other big bands, and so even when you meet them after the show, take pictures, you try to talk to them or say anything, they just go, But super, super funky PA, you would love them. They are so talented and really funny, entertaining.
Here we go, Paul! Okay, well, I would be there if I wasn't going to be in Denver, Colorado for the life-changing third preseason game. But now the mummy aspect of it, covering themselves up because they're super accomplished musicians, well, that gets me a little bit. I mean, who knows? It could be Bootsy Collins under there playing the bass.
I love mummies-related conspiracies. Who's behind that? Take the mask off. That's awesome. Friday night at Canterbury.
Yeah, by the way, I have very, very important information involving the State Fair 9 to noon and all of the radio shows there. So we start the State Fair show run Thursday, 9 a.m., 9 to noon.
Yes.
We crack open the State Fair for the Core Four each and every year. 2 hours for 9 to noon on Thursday. PJ Fleck and the Gophers Weekly group take over at 11. We've said that before. Let's see. The fair shows are provided by Mesh, Besher, and Spence. Here it is. We have a rube of the day that we are going to anoint or announce. The rube of the day wins $100 plus. There will be one grand prize winner that gets Vikings Packers tickets plus $200 in game day cash.
Wow.
We're going to have a rube of the day. You win $100 right there. One grand prize winner.
Super Rube.
Super Rube gets a super game. Border battle to start festivities 2 weeks from Sunday plus $200 in game day cash. Lil B making plays. New this year, a free original chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A with every purchase of a, I would assume from the pro shop, something like that. So this is good. This is nice. State Fair on Thursday. Can't wait.
Oh, that's super cool. Talkback machine.
Rube of the day.
PA Nordal, what's up? Kyle from Isani. I feel like McCarthy should play the whole game. He's just getting too excited in there, and Nine's taking over, and he's got to take a page from Bruce Banner and suppress the Hulk. And the only way that JJ can suppress Nine is by more in-game reps. That's going to slow it down for him. He's going to feel more comfortable, less airmail passes. And just because he's named the second, if K1 goes down, doesn't mean Wentz can't come in. KOC can give us a word salad on why it happened.
In the third quarter when Kevin O'Connell is on the simulcast. So my man kind of went medieval on it. JJ, you need to do all of this, so you're going to play the entire game behind this line and the next line and these receivers and the next receiver. And when you go play action to Jermar Jefferson, don't be surprised if no linebackers or safeties bite, and make sure you deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping Delby Lemieux holds up on the right side there.
Yep. Here's a pulling guard, Delby Lemieux. Ooh!
And Tomasz Rimak. That's like a hockey player's name. Doesn't he play for Ottawa?
Yep.
That is certainly an option. Although I would like to say this, unless the head coach keeps all three quarterbacks active on game day, you would know who the backup quarterback is.
Right.
Because number 3 would be inactive. He would be the
emergency bit.
Break glass in case of emergencies only.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I think you'll know that into the season.
I think you will. But yes, absolutely, I agree.
They'll cut down to 53 on Sunday, establish the practice squad. If Ray Guy, award winner guy, doesn't beat Hecker, and he's an underdog, but not that big of an underdog, they keep him because he's an international plan player.
17th spot, though.
Boom. So you have that. But then, I just don't know with your official team site depth chart if you have to put them in order and have it be like if it goes Murray, McCarthy, Wentz
right on
the team site depth chart, and Wentz is your 2 game day, I don't think you've broken any rules.
No, I don't think they're in any obligation until 90 minutes before the game when an inactives list comes out.
Yeah, that's perfectly stated.
That's when you know, and if that's when you know,
yep,
then you know. Talkbacks.
Hey, good morning, guys. Mitch here from South St. Paul. I'm sure this probably won't even make it on the show today because it's probably already past your limit, but I just saw the Vikings unveiled their rivalry uniforms for this season. And I just wanted to know if you guys had gotten a chance to take a quick look at those and what are your thoughts on those uniforms. I mean, they look like a copy and paste of the Ravens. Like, not a lot of imagination, but I mean, they look cool. They don't look great, but I don't think they look bad either. But I just wanted to see if you guys had taken a look and see what you thought.
I mean, with respect.
What a ride that was.
My man hit, not a lot of imagination. I've seen them in passing. I'm taking a look at them now.
I think they look pretty cool.
So I see what he's saying about the Ravens because of the shade of purple.
Yeah.
Then you have the this thing on the side below the Nike logo. Maybe that's Ravens-esque. I think the Ravens may outline their numbers in the same. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I think they kind of look cool. I mean, it's as a good Norwegian, I appreciate the Norse the rune symbols on the front of the helmet.
There we go. I
love the braided design nature on the shoulders and on the helmet. I think they look cool. And
yeah, it's a Nordic knot. KNOT, Nordic knot pattern.
Yes.
On the shoulder pads. Now that looks sweet.
Yeah, I think they look pretty cool.
Yep, very nice.
What a trip he took us on that. Yeah, they're basically the Ravens, but I kind of like them. They don't look bad, but they're not awesome. I'm going to buy a jersey as soon as I get done with this talk back.
Well, it has some color rush to it. Where it's, all the same color.
Remember Linval going full Fruit of the Loom style?
Stole my line.
I always love that.
Stole my line.
It was the first thing that came to mind. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, but you have to have the grape in the Fruit of the Loom commercial.
It wasn't. There you go. You got the final word on it. Talk back.
PA, Nord Squish, Aaron from St. Cloud.
Squish.
Where are we at with the punter who passes and the punter with banana balls? Thanks.
You just wanted to say punter with banana balls. Johnny Hecker kicks banana balls, too. Do you really want the answer to the question, or did you just want to say the punter who passes and the punter with banana balls?
I think you just wanted to say that.
I think Hecker wins it because of the
situation,
the veteran, trustworthy nature of said situation. However, the other guy, for my taste, has kicked every bit as well as Johnny. His holds have been okay, and but the fact that you can stash him away and get an extra practice squad spot, I think that's appealing. But Hecker, I don't have my notes in front of me from last game, but they both were all out with the inside the 20 stuff. Yeah. Second preseason game punt conversation generally gets left in the wake of a keen turn of verbal speed when it's McCarthy this, JJ that.
Well, especially you have Metellus on.
Oh, right. No, I'm talking about 9 to noon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you.
Post analyzing. They both represented incredibly well, and they have in both games. So it's pretty cool. They Briz draft with the Jacobs, Roberts, and Thomas, and this Thorson. They found themselves some nice ones.
Does it feel in any way like if you wanted to sum up the QB competition where JJ really had to take advantage of every moment and really not go out of body, but prove that the growth arc was there. Mm-hmm. And in some ways, Kyler just didn't have to completely clomp up and fall on his face.
Right.
Similarly, Brett Thorson. Completely out of body, otherworldly. He hadn't held in a competitive game until the Giants game versus Hecker. Just don't fall on your face and show us that old dogs can still get around the track.
Correct.
Kind of feels like maybe that in some respects.
Yeah, but I don't make Hecker minus 250. I got Hecker probably minus 160.
Are you taking the puck line?
Minus 150. You get in trouble when you start giving the 150s and 160s.
Good point.
But the Ray Guy Award winner, it's still closer to 50-50 than I thought it would have been at this stage.
Good
Morning, guys. Wanted to get your take on TJ Hawkinson. Sounds like he's had a pretty good offseason, stayed healthy for the most part as far as we know, leading up to right now. And, would love to see a big year out of him. It feels like maybe he's regressed a little bit. Maybe I'm not looking at it as clean and clear as everyone else, but just would love to see him kind of take on a little bit more touchdowns this year and maybe be a bigger problem for defenses than he's been,
Here's a question. Who do you think plays more snaps this season and why? Josh Oliver or TJ Hawkinson?
Oh my gosh. Oof.
I mean, there was a time.
If you're running, man.
Well, see, that's the key. Is when Oliver's in the game, you got to throw.
I mean, if we're going to become
when Hawkinson's in the game, you got to be able to run.
The tells.
When Mason's in the game, you got to be able to throw and maybe throw to the back. When he's not in the game, you got to be able to do Mason things in Powerhouse. So who gets more snaps and why game by game, Oliver or Hawkinson? They're all healthy.
It's still probably Hawkinson, just because maybe of the additional threat in the pass game. But now I'm going to have a Nordic knot twisting in my head for the next half hour thinking about that. I still lean Hawkinson because you can't be so obvious.
Yeah.
But, man, Oliver getting out there, making some blocks.
And Oliver he can catch.
He can catch.
He had 4 touchdowns last year, career high.
He did indeed. Who was the running back that threw him one? Didn't we have it? Wasn't it a Cam Akers bit?
Yes, Cam Akers.
Okay, against the Browns maybe? Mm-hmm. I forget who it was. All right, talkback machine. Let me see here.
What up, PA? Nordo.
What up?
And good morning.
Good morning.
In the words of the great Allen Iverson, we're talking about practice. I don't understand why we're focusing so much on the joints, at least from the coaching standpoint. We want to see what our quarterbacks can do. We need them in the game flow, not running third down 3 times in a row in a controlled environment. We need the chaos of a game to see how they can really handle real football. What say you?
Ooh, what say you? Forget them joints. Let's get 9 out there.
What's he talking about? Friday?
I think what he's talking. Yeah, maybe he's talking about Friday night. The idea that it's cool reps in practice, cool reps in the joints, cool reps at Egan.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not.
But are the lights bright?
But are the lights bright?
Right. And it's a Friday night. So you got Friday night bright lights. So maybe those who can channel their inner Friday night lights go out of body and show positive things they otherwise have not shown. The deduction is fascinating with that talkback.
Absolutely, it is. Talkback's free iHeartRadio app.
This is Tom from Shoreview.
Hey, Tom.
I think JJ plays Friday night. It's about all the incidentals, making throws, doing good dropbacks, running the offense, all the little stuff. Because you start doing the little stuff right, it adds up to the big stuff. And the more reps he gets, the better he's going to be. Totally enjoy the show. Go Vikes.
Thanks, Tom.
Squeezing the proverbial blood out of the metaphorical turnip for profit. It's 9 to noon in these J.J. McCarthy talkers because it was predicated off gravy training, a minute and change of Ben Lieber and the wildly successful, highly touted anchor to all of our success, the Power Trip Morning Show, and a minute and change clip they had yesterday that I missed live. So I caught it on social media, and Ben's like, I don't play McCarthy and I don't play Wentz. I give Brosmer the entire game. And it triggered the football minds to start crafting and concocting and thinking about whether J.J. McCarthy should play if he got banged up last game. But that also is part of the conversation. I mean, it's like last year it was the play, leave. And that bugged us. That bugged everybody. That plays into it, too. It's stop playing and leaving. Now, after the game, McCarthy said he wanted to stay in. Coach made the call. Fascinating. The symbolic blood out of the metaphorical turnip.
Yeah.
Because it's all gone Sunday after the cuts.
I could tell you this. It'll be at least one more day of it tomorrow. Talk back.
I want to put an end to this controversy on the local purple team. Who should start at the most important position on the team? They did recently lose a player with a ring, but there's a veteran that should and will be the starter for the Purple. It's Maddie Rooney. She will be your starter for the Minnesota Frost.
You know, I'll have to dig into that talkback, but
how does that lose the Northern Fire prize?
That person just won $25. Yeah. Best talkback.
That was so great. What a curveball, what a twist.
See, if you listen to this show and you get the bits, then you too can win a $25 gift card to Northern Fire.
I can tell you what. There's more blood in that turnip, Paul, tomorrow, and we're going to find it.
We're going to get at least one more day out of it.
All right, 11:25. Best of the lousiest. Copyright Dan Cole, the Common Man. What does that mean? Find out next.
This is 9 to noon on The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
This report is
for being the talkback of the day. Northern Fire Grilling and Barbecue Supply at Talker Tuesday. Get that $25 gift card. We'll have that coming your way. I also got this text, PA. We haven't had this much third-string quarterback talk since Kyle Sloter.
Fair. But McCarthy's the second-string quarterback. We've heard the coach say it twice. This is QB2 talk.
Okay, fair enough.
Green Bay game. I mean,
Speaking of...
the second and third quarterback mean every bit as much as tight end 4, 5, and 6. And why did we play the negatrometer? Because permit 9 to noon to introduce something we did a couple of weeks ago, but we're doing the other side of it.
Ooh.
Copyright Dan Cole, the Common Man. Best of the lousiest, lousiest of the best. You'll hear Dan describe himself that way. Sorry we're stealing bits from noon to 3, but we're a little stuck here at 11:28. We got the postgame around the corner. Copyright Dan Cole. Best of the lousiest, lousiest of the best. What we did was we took lousiest of the best, and we took the 4 teams that are favored to win the Super Bowl or get to the Super Bowl, one of the two.
Yeah.
It was Rams. We had the Chickens in there. We had the Bills in there. And I had the Lions, something like maybe it was all NFC. But what it was so who... like the Rams are plus 400 to miss the playoffs, which would make them the lousiest of the best. So if you think the Rams are going to miss the playoffs and you put $100 on said wager and they miss the playoffs, you scoop $500. You make plus 400. Well, what about the best of the lousiest? What about Copyright Dan Cole, the Common Man, that side of the equation, the best of the lousiest? So what we've done is with the best of the lousiest, we have found the bottom feeders. We have found some football clubs. Let's put it this way. When you're looking at an odds board for teams to make the playoffs, these teams, it requires... you got to blow the cobwebs off their numbers.
I always love that one
because ain't nobody playing them, and I mean nobody is looking or touching the Arizona Cardinals to make the playoffs. So, for instance, when it comes to the best of the lousiest, I'm going to lay out some scenarios here, and the elite football mind that is the con. You find a team. I think I might have found one where if we actually were to bet real money, $10 or up, with fat odds that these teams would make the playoffs.
Okay, I got it on FanDuel right now.
Yeah, and that's where I got the numbers from with a couple of alterations. Why? Because I wrote this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what was this? Is this a ChargeCon game here?
I mean, look at this.
Game in the numbers in your favor?
Just chicken scratch of all chicken scratch. So here's what's interesting to note is with like Arizona is 200 to 1, all right, to make the playoffs.
I have them at 20 to 1.
Aren't they plus 2,000?
Yeah, so that would be based on $100. That would be a 20 to 1 bet.
Okay, 20 to 1. So they're the longest price in the NFC. But then after that, you get down to Washington, I thought Washington was 28-1.
I have them at plus 280, so that's just under 3-1 to make the playoffs.
Okay, so there we go. So they're plus 280 from the 20-1. So you got a big dip there from Arizona to Washington. But with AFC, that's not the case. You have Miami at plus 1,500. You have Tennessee what's Tennessee, 70?
I have, I'll rattle the bottom. So it's 15-1 Dolphins.
Yep.
And then it jumps all the way to 7-1. That is the Jets.
Yeah.
5-1 Raiders. And then at plus 480, the Tennessee Titans.
There we go. That's to make the playoffs. So it's more congested in the AFC when it comes to determining the best of the lousiest.
Yeah.
Where in the NFC, it's basically, I mean, every dollar you put on Arizona, you might as well just rip it up before you get to the window. But then it's a pretty big downward fall to Washington.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts, the competitive nature of the NFC, the way it lays out. So Cardinals, disaster, right? But then nobody else is higher than 3-1.
Right.
To make the playoffs.
So best of the lousiest to make the playoffs. Oh, by the way, the Vikings are plus 140 to make the playoffs. They're not part of this bit, but they're plus 140. Put $100 on the Vikings to make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, you scoop 240.
So we've talked about this in the past, PA, but looking at this again, the Tennessee Titans, for instance. Not only are you waiting until January, you're waiting until January for worse than 5-1 odds that the freaking Titans and Cam Ward get into the postseason?
Correct.
What are you doing?
So we have Arizona, the Jets, Cleveland, the Las Vegas Raiders, Tennessee, Washington, that group right there.
Ugh.
Arizona, Miami, Jets, Cleveland, Raiders, Tennessee, Washington. So that would be the less than scintillating 7. Of all of them, to wager hard-earned money now and then have to wait till the end of January to get it.
Why are you doing this to me?
Like, are there any in there that you would give a puncher's chance to, or maybe something in there that you love? Like Arizona is an absolute no, correct?
Yes.
The Jets have to be an absolute no.
They're an absolute no.
Cleveland is an absolute no at 6.5-1 or whatever it is.
No, thank you.
The Raiders at 6-1, 5-1. What about Fernando Mendoza, Jacoby Myers play action off Genti when he's healthy, Bowers blocking, Max Crosby with 18.5 sacks. What do you think?
Did you see that Genti got banged up?
No.
Because of an underthrown check down from Kirk?
Come on. So that Mike Washington's team that Charge unfurled on Friday actually may be in play?
Yeah, I think it's like he tweaked a hammy maybe. It's not serious. He'll be back. I was just Kirko though.
Okay, so the Raiders.
We have fourth place schedule opportunities here. I think we do.
Yeah, I like Denver to get to the Super Bowl from the AFC.
Yeah.
So with that said, I guess I like them getting to the playoffs and winning the division.
Right.
So now you got Kansas City, you got the Chargers. I don't think the Chargers are anything great, but I also don't think they're terrible.
Man, I took a swing on the Bronx last year and freaking Drake May and the Patriots, man. They're going to go. I think that's an elite pick for the Super Bowl. And it pains me because we've talked about this.
It's got to be one of the favorites.
Well, we've talked, absolutely. We've talked for 2.5 years now. It's Peyton. It's Sean Payton.
Yes.
That's not good for business. It's not good for us.
Right.
It's not good for the league. It's not good for anybody. He, however, is pretty good.
But see, with Sean, what got me over the hump with this was last week when I learned that he's backed off play calling duties. Okay. Now, Sean Payton's one of the great offensive play callers in the history of the NFL. Well, he has ceded his play calling duties to Davis Webb, a former quarterback who's going to run the offense.
He was like a Giant or something at some point. Yeah.
Now, we would be foolish to think that there aren't going to be times, it happened with Childress and Bevel here occasionally when Darryl would call the plays, where Sean's going to come clomping in a tight spot with 4 minutes or left to go in the fourth quarter. I mean, if he wants to call the game and it's a big game, at the end of the game, he's going to call the game.
Yeah.
But for the most part, for all of it as of now, how it plays during the regular season games and the playoff games, we'll find out. But he has taken more of a CEO role with his coaching job so that he has an elite football mind. So Peyton can massage the elite football mind with the defensive backs and the defensive line and the tight ends and the depth of route with the receivers and not have to sweat every single play call in every single quarter.
Yeah.
So for him to take a prideful step back, I think is massive.
It is huge.
I mean, I think it's a separator where their defense is elite, and if they keep the superstars, the Surtans, and then that nice linebacker, and they keep a couple others healthy on defense, and the CEO portion of the equation works because he'll be putting together the game plan, Davis Webb will execute it. Then, I mean, they were sitting on it last year. And I like them better than the Patriots. I like them better than the Chiefs.
Oh, they got Waddle now too. That'll be fun for Bo Nix.
Right, there you go.
Okay.
Cortland Sutton can still get up and down the field.
Goodness.
Evan Ingram is not he's not going to play Friday, but not a bad tight end to have. Pretty good, especially inside the 10. So I think that Peyton move is going to elevate them to the Super Bowl.
I've never been a bigger Bills fan than I am in this moment then, because that just cannot happen.
Always.
Scintillating bottom 7. Well, again, philosophically, I couldn't make a wager on any of these.
I'm taking Miami. If I take any of them, I'm taking Miami.
Just for the swing?
Well, it's because I really, really, really believe in the coach.
Okay, Hafley, yeah.
I think Jeff Hafley's going to be a terrific coach. He's a defensive-minded coach. The immediate impact of Hafley leading the Miami Dolphins is going to take place defensively. And there will be like kind of like with the running game here that they've talked about and we've seen a little, but when the regular season begins, assuming it works the way they want it to work with Kyler and the play action and singles with 18 and 3 and stuff, we should early in the equation be able to be like, oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
That's what they think it's going to be like with a kind of a nondescript group in Miami. So I believe in Hafley. I'm quite positive the defense is going to be a lot better than people think. And I mean, what if Malik Willis has a little bit of Jordan Love to him? What if they pull out of him what Green Bay and that group has been able to get out of Love, but with more wheels?
Okay.
Now, you're in a division where, it's generally 0-4 against New England and Buffalo. So you're going to have to fix that. That can't be an 0-4. A 1-3 would be okay, I guess. A 2-2 would go a long way to help you. And you got to sweep the Jets.
Well, let's do this real quick. So, quick twitch with an optimistic bent. I mean, Hafley almost has to go in like high-end college coach here with all these kids. Yeah, I mean,
they got no Waddle, they got no Tyreek Hill. I mean, geez.
No, but they're slated according to their depth chart to maybe be starting at least 5, somewhere between 5 and 7 rookies between the two units.
Oh, geez.
Left guard on the O-line. They got a fresh wide receiver out of the 3rd round.
I'm getting 20-1, right?
But you're getting 15-1.
Oh, so you're telling me I put 100 on it now? And
you got to wait.
I got to sweat games against Buffalo and New England with 100 rookies to maybe scoop 1,600 in late January?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Picture this. They're a wild card team as everyone celebrates Christmas morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then at home, they beat the Chargers. You have to sweat home against Buffalo and at Foxborough.
Oh, wow.
For them to solidify a wild card spot.
End?
Yeah, it is. Packers prior to that, by the way.
Wow. Okay, I'm out.
Yeah,
I don't have one then.
So it's at Vegas. It's at Niners. They host Kansas City. They're here.
Jeez.
They host the Bengals. Then they're at the Jets. They host New England. They host.
What a freaking gauntlet to start for a bad team.
What is happening? I thought the fourth place schedule was the elixir. This is.
Oh, wait, the Jets have the fourth place schedule, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Jets are.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Wow. Okay. Here's what I was going to tell you. If I can't cheat and take either the Commanders or the Giants, then I'm out on these.
Yeah.
I can't sell anybody on the Jets. I can't sell anybody on year one with Clint Kubiak. And best of luck to Clint, by the way. Likeable dude. Mm-hmm. Can't sell him on the Browns and Deshaun. I can't sell him on Cam Ward. And definitely not Miami or Arizona. So I think we just keep our money in our pockets. We go to the ATM, and then we hit the dice tables and just call it a day.
That's fair. They're the lousiest for a reason, no matter if they have a third or a fourth place schedule. But then you mesh into it how bad the odds are.
Yeah.
I mean, Washington, like Philadelphia, is the wild card in the deck. Now, I happen to think Dontavian Wicks is going to have a really good year for the Eagles. Devontae Smith will get all the coverage. They still got Saquon. That situation is teetering right now.
Yeah.
Despite being the one who for years proclaims Dallas as a $3 bill because it's counterfeit, I'm hearing things and reading things from the right people about their offense that I'm really starting to believe in.
Okay.
So, the Cowboys winning that division would not surprise me. But Jaden Daniels is back.
Is he?
Got a new D. Well,
right.
We'll find out, but he's healthy. He's back and healthy. And he was dynamic. They went to the NFC title game 2 years ago thanks to him.
They did.
They went to the NFC title game. I think they lost to the Eagles.
I mean, I'm sitting here, and it's that draft class and all the players and preferred quarterbacks and all of that. So it's ridiculous that I'm sitting here giving our J.J. McCarthy conversations and such. He went to the NFC title game. That's awesome.
Right.
I do worry about the injuries becoming that's the thing.
Yep.
It's the thing with our guys, sadly, available, unavailable, back and forth forever.
Yep.
Is that potentially the thing with him? So that one was, but that was nasty last year with the elbow bit.
Is it a thing with allegedly the greatest quarterback draft class in the history of the NFL? That's what we heard into it. Drake May just played the Super Bowl with a bad wing.
Yeah.
Bo Nix got knocked out. McCarthy, play, leave.
Yeah, Penix.
Wow. Penix can't even get on the field. Daniels missed a majority of last year.
But then there's Caleb.
Then there's Caleb. What are the Bears?
Clutch Caleb.
Yeah, I can't take any of them either.
Goodness. No, that's awful.
The Owl Roofing post game is next.
This is PA on iHeartRadio and KFAN The Fan.
Owl Roofing. Thank you very much for the post game. Owl Roofing. Who? OwlRoofing.com. You can get a quote instantly on roofing, siding, and more. OwlRoofing.com. And the 9 to noon post game, and here it is.
Yeah, we kicked off the show today with Thad Levine, former Minnesota Twins general manager, chatting a ton of baseball. And kind of the theme that it found itself in the show later on, talking about just this power imbalance between the National League and American League. Here's Thad talking about that.
Like I've never seen before, Paul. Like it is an absolute remarkable turn of events. You can look at it from a variety of different ways, but run differential is a proxy for what your record should be. It usually tracks pretty closely. As many times as you outscore your opponent, the more likely you are to have won games. Well, 5 of the 15 teams in the American League have a positive run differential, which means 10 have a negative run differential, which is a gross disproportionate effect. And the 2 divisions that I worked in the American League are really struggling. The American League Central, they only have 2 teams with a positive run differential, and that's the White Sox and the Tigers.
What?
With 1 team in the whole division that's above 500, and barely so in the White Sox.
Great.
The AL West has no teams with a positive run differential. The Rangers are currently leading the division with a 500 record and a negative 37 run differential, which is a just staggering figure. And if the playoffs were to start today, Paul, 2 of the 6 AL playoff teams would have a negative run differential, and that would be Texas and Cleveland. And the thing that makes that so much more remarkable is in the last 10 seasons in the major leagues, Only 6 teams have ever made the playoffs with a negative run differential. Right now, the American League would have 2 for this season, which is just unheard of.
Yeah, awesome. I love that we had him, and we also learned later on, it sounds like he's going to join us next Wednesday at the Minnesota State Fair. But, to that end, just cool baseball conversation. And I know right now everything's hot, and we are just milking as much as we can out of this J.J. McCarthy backup quarterback-related talker. But awesome chat with Thad to open the show and just kind of painting a nice picture for us as we root for our favorite baseball team, PA, to stay in this thing. Win today, win tomorrow, and keep chugging away at the wild card race.
Amen. Got to sweep the Athletics. Yes, they're down Langeliers, Kurtz, another nice hitter they have. Can't remember his name, but they're down 3 of their best hitters. Need to sweep this team. That podcast is called Roster to Rings, and it has a Twitter spot at Roster to Rings, and it's more than baseball. It's a very smart podcast from a personnel standpoint, like how general managers look at games. So great to have that in the mix, not only for his baseball acumen, but Rosters to Rings. Listen to that podcast. We think you'll like it.
And then lastly, Ben Gessling in studio as well, and part of the Northern Fire Grilling and Barbecue Supply Talker Tuesday as it was. Just like it was very split and polarizing yesterday, very split and polarizing in terms of how to handle Friday night, third preseason game. Cool weekly chat with Ben Gessling always, but in particular, some guys that you don't see on Friday night, that might give you a lean in terms of where they stand with the final 53. As you get to Denver, you hopefully win a game. Everything looks good. Everybody's healthy. Do you see JJ? Do you not? But Sunday's cut-down day, so by the time Monday morning rolls around, we're going to have Alec Lewis at the fair talking about a final roster product in terms of the Minnesota Vikings as we wipe the preseason away and look right forward to border battle.
We start our fair coverage Thursday. Dane Moore from the Dane Moore podcast and the Dane Moore Show. He'll be with us Thursday. Kevin Gorg will be with us Thursday. Paul Charchian, the entire show on Friday. Alec Lewis on Monday. Great NFC North debate on Tuesday. And so much more coming at you right around the corner. For Eric Nordquist, I'm Paul Allen. May God bless you and all of your families. Thank you for listening to FM 100.3 KFAN, and have a great day.
Now you see them. Now you don't.
You're listening to 9 to Noon.
Here we got 'em. Yeah. Good time.
9 to Noon.
If it's good news or money, leave a message.
Podcast today's Paul Allen Show, or listen back to previous show and interviews by going to the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center. This report.